What's up, guys? I'm checking out more Kendrick Lamar. This one is titled Pray, requested by Goddess. Big shout out to you. Haven't heard this one before, and I've actually heard every song off of this album. I don't recall this one, but I believe it's like a bonus or unreleased track or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, check this one out. I'm gonna pull up lyrics as well real quick before we do that, just so we can, have something to follow along with. Pray. Go. Wait, is it called Pray or Prayer? Huh. Interesting. Is this a different song than Prayer? Interesting. I have no idea, but regardless, let's go ahead, check it out, and boom, let's go. Lyrics. Wait. Okay, I have a small confession to make. I may or may not have heard like a good chunk of this song because I'm pretty sure this is the song, but I remember this song being like used in different memes and like, like YouTube short TikTok content. And I remember being like, yo, what is that song? It sounds amazing. And I ended up doing some research, find out it was like an unreleased Kendrick Lamar song. I guess it was this one. I forgot the title of it, but I guess it was this one. Um, and I remember hearing like a good chunk of it. Maybe honestly, it was a long time ago, but it wouldn't surprise me if I've actually heard the entirety of this song. I don't know though. I feel like uh, I probably have, if I'm being honest. I probably have. But like I said, it was a while ago. I honestly do not remember the lyrics, but I definitely remember the production on this one just being super smooth. Honestly, now that I'm here and paused, I'm actually curious if this is sampling anything. Let me see. Because that piano, I don't know if that's an original, like if this is just all an original song, that would be crazy. But I don't know, that piano is just, yeah. Wait, huh? Okay, this cannot be right, can it? Apparently, it's saying that this samples T Fire's Say a Prayer. That is interesting because this is the only T Fire song I've heard. I've reacted to this song. And if my memory is serving me correctly, this does not sound remotely close to this. Okay, the beginning does.
Electric chairs, electric shock treatment.
Okay, it's just that bit. I was thinking like maybe the piano was like a sample or something, but maybe not. Okay, that's kind of like a minor sample then. It's not really like a big sample. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue and check out Pray. And I don't think I've ever like really dove into lyrics on this song, so this should be pretty interesting.
I was born on Feb February 24th, 1970. The day I was delivered, they said I would build a legacy. Picture me with influence that lasts generations. I was made out of love to keep you happy and educated. The first 3 letters of the alphabet, my name. I made you laugh, I made you dance, I made you sing. I've been around the world and back. You recorded my almanac so dearly way before the fact me and Pops was exchanged. My father was a public figure, bigger than life. Lived as a winner on stages alike. Rivers of people surely united just to see our bond. Time carried on, that was a common thread. My perfect father had many flaws. Still they moved their legs and shook their heads in unison. He had more children, I was the oldest. We always played with each other before they ruined them. He told me his personal secrets, childhood, catching them beaten, sexually touched and abused. Never seen life in a school. The price of being iconic was demonic and screwed. I stood on stage and had to watch my father on the news. Stress on the head of my spirit, I was lost and confused. I knew both sides of the story, but still I couldn't choose. See, it was more than humiliation and being sued. They crucified my affiliation for points to prove. And now my purpose for living makes no difference to you. My total existence was for making a smile and move. They said that I'll live forever, but the moment he died, more accusations arrived. I had to die too.
Interesting.
I remember.
Okay, quick pause. Well, maybe not quick. Stone me later. But yeah, this is definitely a very deep and layered song. Like I said, I'm looking at the lyrics right now, and literally everything is highlighted. The entire first verse is just all highlighted. And I clicked on the first section, and I'm like, what the, like, I was like, okay, I gotta like, take a moment to like really look at this, because like there's just so much to take in. Apparently this is like, this isn't, from his own experience or perspective. This is him rapping from one of the Jacksons' perspective. I'm assuming maybe Michael, especially given, the final line there about ABC. The verse has him rapping from the perspective of the song ABC by the Jackson 5, released on that date. Interesting. How do they know it's that song? Rapping from the perspective of the song ABC? What? How are you rapping from the perspective of a song? Oh, hold up. Look at the verse. The day I was delivered, they said I would build a legacy. Picture me with influence that last generation. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard or, seen that done before. That is crazy. Wow. First 3 letters of the alphabet. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, how do they know like it's ABC that they're talking about? How do they know it's not like another song? But yeah, that definitely clarifies things very much so. Wow. I mean, I could be here all day. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but yeah, just know I am deeply aware of just how much is going on in this song. Like I'm clicking on the annotations, I'm reading it, trying to pay attention to the song as it's moving. It's a lot, but holy, this is sick, man. This is sick. See, this is why I love like classic hip hop storytelling and whatnot. I feel like you don't really get this as much nowadays. It's still there, but it's just not really there at the same time. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Oh wait, oh crap, I didn't have whatever. I thought y'all were seeing the screen with me, but apparently y'all weren't. But yeah, let's continue.
But taking my first.
No more pausing.
I remember taking my first breath, August 28, 1963. The whole nation had saved the date. I made it on TV. My come out was a standing ovate. The crowd in disbelief. How could a group of words be so great? Designed to make you think. Races and faces, embracing my conscience in letter form. How gracious was I? Speaking on changes was outside the norm. The person responsible, my creator. He never conformed or used hatred to form as retaliation. Watch him perform with conviction. 250,000 souls left their homes to listen. I gather his thoughts in abundance made to complete the mission. His life became heroic, then tables turned. My creator stripped from being a poet because he yearned. Other women, infidelity stricken. I can't say he was perfect, it made me nervous. They tear him down and forget me. I prayed that I survive in the midst of the controversy. How many lives will follow deaf ears if I'm not worthy? I won't justify his personal problems, that's not my job. I was only born to make sure your children can play outside. And I imagine the other demons he hid before he died. If they came to surface, this dream probably won't be alive because of you.
This is insane.
I was born in paranoia, his poison for us. We can't create with joyous ambition, we're out of luck. The critics formed a new coalition and huddled up. The non-creators are now elated and out of touch. Why can't you gladly appreciate the influence we give? Stop staring at me disgusted, my substance made sure you live. You want the head of the messenger and the history from him, which eventually takes away from the good you accustomed. Think of a life without the likes of imagination that's prospering. The bodies that you consider genius, you like to box them in. The great debaters and thinkers that gave you a voice. Why can't you prosecute the crimes and not the thoughts I employ? Because your better judgment would always look down on me. But if I recollect how we connect, you'll count on me. I got a theory that most of y'all won't allow to see. It goes like this: talent doesn't choose morality. See, if Daniel Hale was a killer, would you not want a heart? If Carl Benz was a racist, would you stop driving cars? I can't help we jump in these bodies and you call them a god. Just know the earth is just a rock without the voices of art. Sincerely yours.
Wow. Brother, that was art, bro. I don't care what anybody says. That was freaking art. Holy smokes. Jeez. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, words cannot even do this song justice with just how insane that was, you know? Like I said, there's definitely a lot to take in with this song. I definitely understood, you know, for the most part, everything he was, you know, covering. The first verse was entirely dedicated to, like, you know, the Jacksons and specifically Michael Jackson with the latter half. And then the second verse was MLK, right? Yeah, MLK. And like covering some of the lesser known controversies surrounding him and how, you know, that you can't let necessarily morality affect that person's how do you put it? Was it? Yeah, like talent doesn't choose morality, essentially is what he said. And like how despite, you know, his whole ordeal, that his message would still be the main thing that kind of pops out ahead. Then the third verse was, I think, about himself and like artists as a whole, and like talent, and if there was no um talent, and if artistry wasn't really like a big thing, then it'd just be like you know nothing, and the fear of creating, and um yeah, it's just stuff like that. But yeah, that was a really good song. Like I said, though, I have more than likely heard this entire song, but that was the first time I feel like heard this song. Like that was intense, man. I really really enjoyed that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it as well, make sure you smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. That being said, much love, stay safe, and peace out.